K9GCR to all stations. I will be calling the Friday night fun at exactly 5 minutes at 8 o'clock. I'm happy to report that Mike, K9MED, is going to be live streaming the net on the internet and recording the net on the Friday Night Fun at Central Facebook page. Repeating, I will be calling the Friday Night Fun at exactly 5 minutes at 8 o'clock. And Mike K9MED will once again be live streaming and recording the net on the internet and on the Friday Night Fun at Central Facebook page respectively. This is K9GCR will be clear and we'll be standing by for the net.
Hey Jimmy, can you check in W9JTC as an early bird? I got to attend to some things here at the house.
Your home is more important there, Jamie. You go ahead and do what you got to do. I'll put you down as an early check-in.
All right, thank you, sir. Have a great net. W9JTC clear.
You're welcome, Jamie. It's 73, K9GCR, be clear. We don't talk to you again. Happy Easter to you and your family.
Jimmy, put me down as one and done, and not GLB.
Okay, Dave, I'll go ahead and put you down one and done.
Hey, Jimmy, W3TLA, Jerry. I think I'm probably going to be one and done. If I get done with what I'm doing, I'll call in a little later.
Okay, I'll go ahead. I'll tell you what. I'll go ahead and put you down, and you're always welcome to recheck in later on during the net. We always go past 10 o'clock.
Sounds good. I appreciate it. W3TLA.
Well, Jerry, thanks for checking in. Again, you're always welcome to recheck in. K9GCR will be clear. We'll be standing by. We'll be calling the net in about 3 minutes. Here comes Peter Cottontail hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, Easter is on its way. Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock. And welcome to this special Easter edition of the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. I call us Case 9 GCR. I'm located and I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, have fun. This is what this hobby of amateur radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications if-when situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is to provide an on-air meeting place for all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater is appeal 114.8 plus offset. You need to have that programmed into the radio in order to have access to the repeater. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm happy to report that Mike, KD9MED, is back with us. He is live streaming the net on the internet. He's also recording this net for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Haven't done this in a while. Okay, those of you who are listening on the internet, you wish to check in with Mike K9MED on the internet, and he will in turn relay your internet checks and me via the radio. If you're on the sticks, you can hear the repeater, but you can't get into it due to conditions. You're too far away from it, and you don't have internet access. Give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central hotline. Area code 815-232-FN-FN. 232-3636, the local Freeport number. I'll take your check-in over the phone, but try to check in on the radio if at all possible. Okay, that Here Comes Peter Cottontail was put out. That song was popular many years ago, probably the late 1940s or early 1950s, by Gene Autry, one of the singing cowboys. So along with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, he had the songs about Christmas and Easter. So, okay, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take short-time or mobile stations. If you can't stay for the net, you got family business coming up, you got something you want to watch on TV, and you're just driving through, you'd rather concentrate on your driving, I'll take your short-time check-in, and if you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away. After that, we'll take general check-ins. We'll take general check-ins from all over the place. Then we'll do our regular features. We'll do the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of radio do you want to buy? Bass, mobile, all mode, APRS, GMRS, FT8, and DMR or what have you. If you have any technical questions, please feel free to bring them before the net, and we'll do our best to answer them for you. Especially we have a whole bunch of new ham radio operators on the air now, so maybe this section will definitely help them out. Then we'll do. Let me reset. Then we'll do the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX Corner. Did you make any DX contacts this week? I'm happy to report I finally made 2 of them. So we'll definitely talk about that. Then we'll have our SWAT net. If you have any items to buy, sell, trade, or want related to hobbies or amateur radio or computers, we'll definitely do that. Okay, I've got WG9GG Greg is an early check-in. So is Jamie, W9JTC, and Dave, N9 at DLB in Freeport, W3 TLA. There's a possibility that he may check in later during the net. I'm using red, purple, and green ink for my check-ins to symbolize Easter eggs and the colors of the jelly beans. Okay, with all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short-time mobile stations that like to check tonight's net? Please call now.
This is KC9ICH, Robert in Rockford. Short time portable. No traffic.
Okay, Robert, KC9ICH, short time portable. That portable sounds great. No problem that I can tell here. Okay, thanks for checking in, Robert. 73's Happy Easter to you and your family. And by the way, that's what we're going to be talking about on the roundtable tonight, Easter. What are your plans for Easter? What are your favorite memories of the holidays? So, okay, sounds good. Any more short time or mobile stations would like to check in, please call now. Unable to copy. Last station trying to check in. You're nothing but noise. I can just barely hear your voice, but I cannot make out what you're saying at all. You might want, if you can, get into a higher spot or increase your power. I cannot copy you at all. Let's try that one more time. I'll call back later. Negative. Try that again. Try that again. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to move on. We'll try for that other station later. Are there any more short-time or mobile stations that'd like to check in? Please call now. Okay, let's move on to general check-ins. At this time, I'll take any general check-ins for the Friday night fun net from anywhere in the region. Please call now.
KD9MED, Mike and Rochelle.
Okay, I have two stations check-in. Mike, K9MED. I already got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a couple minutes here. There's another station trying to check in. That sounded like Norm. Norm, was that you?
Yes, it was, Jim. KC9RFD.
K9RFD. Okay, Norm. I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes around here. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins for the Friday night fun net? Please call now.
K9ZIP, Joe in Janesville.
K9ZIP, Joe in Janesville. Okay, Joe, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes around here. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins for the Friday night fun net? Please call now.
November 9, Oscar Echo Golf. Chris is South Lloyd. Good evening, Jimmy, and I have no traffic.
K9OEG, Chris in South Lloyd. Okay, Chris, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes around here. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins for the Friday night fun net? Please call now.
KD9MED.
KD9MED, Carrie in Rockford. Carrie, Duke of the Digital DX. Okay, Carrie, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes around here. Thanks for checking in. We'll also get back to you later on for your DX report. So, I finally do have one this week. So, okay. But, thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins for the Friday night fun net? Please call K9GCR. KD9CWL. Okay, I've got you checked in, and I'll get back to you in a few minutes for the roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins for the Friday Night Fun Day. Please go now. One more time, any general check-ins for the Friday Night Fun Day? Please go now. Okay, we'll try for some more check-ins later on. I asked him, Kyle, oh boy, what do you do? How do you screw that up? What's the matter with you? Come on. All right. Had a problem with my papers being shoveled red. Okay, I do have some traffic to pass along. Richard, N9GO,
God damn.
has 5 tickets remaining.
Where does
for
it
the
come up
sandwich
with this shit?
Hampus,
Do
which will take
page.
place in about 2 weeks from this coming Sunday, May 4th, from 8 p.m. to 1 p.m. at the Sandwich Fairgrounds. The tickets are $8 in advance and $10 at the door. I do not know if he has gotten any more tickets as yet. They were going to send some more tickets, but as of the other day, they have not yet arrived in the mail. Also, Richard, I got a phone call from him yesterday. Several hands are bringing a few boat anchors to the Hampus. They're going to bring some old helicopters and E-clip radios to be put on display. And I'll tell you what, if you want more information about that radio, when you call Richard for those tickets, he'll give us more information about that. Again, Richard's phone number is area code 815-547-8686. Area code 815-547-8686. Okay. Also, the Northern Illinois Skywarn Group will be holding a virtual meeting on, this will be on Thursday, May 8th, immediately following the conclusion of the Northern Illinois Skywarn training net. Again, let me reset here. One moment, please. Once again, there will be a virtual meeting of the Northern Illinois Skywarn Group. It'll be immediately following the conclusion of the Winnebago County Skywarn training net. That's held on usually at 7 p.m. on this Thursdays on this repeater. If you want more information, we contact Joe at area code 815-986-6728. Again, Joe K9RFD Repeater, area code 815-986-6728. The virtual Northern Illinois Skywarn meeting, the meeting following the Thursday evening net, will be on Thursday,
Yeah.
May 8th. Okay, let's go in with the round table here. Let's see. Mike, KD9MED, again, welcome back to the Friday Night Fun Net. After many weeks' absence, what's going on with you, and what are your plans for Easter?
Hey, Jimmy, thanks for welcoming me back. Well, to be honest with you, I've had a lot of things going on, as you know, and not exactly for sure what I'm going to be doing this weekend for Easter, but what I will be doing is I'm going to be meeting up with some friends that I haven't seen in a while. So, yeah, I've got that kind of going on. But other than that, I don't have a whole bunch going on outside of that.
Okay, well, sounds good there. I do, hope your Easter goes well for me, all myself. It's going to be regular, Easter Sunday is just going to be a regular normal Sunday for me. I'll be going to church. And my family, they're going to be doing other different things here for Easter. My sister and my brother-in-law are going to be home alone. They're going to be spending Easter alone. And my niece and their families, they're going to be doing different stuff there, but their own families. The only time I ever get together with my family is right around the Christmas time. So that's going to happen again. Easter Sunday's going to be a regular normal day for me. Regular normal Sunday. Okay, let me know if you get an internet check-in. So, okay, thanks, Mike. Norm, K9RFD. What's going on with you? What are your plans for Easter?
KC9GCR, KC9RGG. Well, Jim, I kind of kicked off Easter today. This is Good Friday, and we colored eggs. I never grew up. I still color eggs, and I'm getting so darn forgetful. My wife lets me hide my own Easter eggs, and I can't find them 2 days later. But that's what we're doing for Easter. And I got to tell you, I will be going out of town this next week. Won't be around Friday to check in, but you're welcome to check me in as a guest that night, and I'll get back to you the Friday after that. So back to you, Jim. Good show tonight. KC9GCR, KC9RGG.
Well, sounds good, Norm. Hey, you have a safe trip to wherever you're going. Hey, what are your favorite memories of Easter growing up as a kid, or what have you?
Jim, my main memory was we were members of the First Congregational Church in Glen Ellen, Illinois, and I walked down to the church on Easter Sunday for the service. And after the service, they had a whole bunch of Easter lilies up there in the front of the church, and they said anybody who wanted one could have one. And so I grabbed one, and I was going to take it home. And about halfway home, I tripped on the sidewalk and dropped it, and the whole vase that it was in shattered, and I was a little tiny kid, 4 or 5 years old, crying my eyes out. But that's one of life's lessons, I guess, yeah. And that sticks in my mind.
Sounds good there. Well, not so good. Sorry to hear that. So, okay. Hopefully they were able to get that taken care of. That your mother was able to get your the Easter lilies or what have you there. Hopefully everything worked out well.
Yeah, it did eventually, Jim. So, and as you know, I'll be hitting the sack. KC9GCR, KC9RGG.
Okay, Norm 73, thank you for checking in the Friday Night Fun Net. Happy Easter to you and your family, and we'll definitely talk to you next Friday night. Thanks for checking in. Okay, Joe, K9ZIP in Janesville. What's going on with you? What are your plans for Easter, and what are your favorite memories of the holiday?
This is K9ZIP. Good evening, everyone. No real plans for Easter. Last year we watched the Ten Commandments. We might watch a different movie this year. We were talking about watching movies and maybe ordering pizza to go with it. Favorite memories, as a kid we did the usual stuff, hunting Easter eggs and Easter baskets and everything, and I like the chocolate bunnies to this day, still do. But that's about it. K9ZIP.
Yeah, I never get tired of watching that movie. In fact, that movie was on last week. I remember last year it was on Easter weekend, but last week it was on last Saturday night. Of course, that was the night before Palm Sunday. But that, to me, that's one of the best religious movies that they're all. I still have the old VHS tapes of that movie. Unfortunately, I have a VCR that is not plugged in or anything like that, but that's the way it goes. But I always liked that movie. That was great. Okay, Joe. Hey, I'll get back to you for a second round table there, so thank you for checking in.
All right, I'll be around for a while. Thanks, Jimmy.
You're welcome. I'm sure you probably get, if you get Comcast or any other cable, you probably can get that, watch that Ten Commandments on demand. So we'll see what happens. Okay. Chris, K9RFD, Chris and South Boyd, what's going on with you? What are your plans for Easter? What are your favorite memories of the holiday?
KC9GCR at 9OEG. Got nothing really planned, just a quiet Sunday, taking it easy. And favorite memory is hunting Easter eggs at my grandparents' house. And every once in a while, I remember finding Easter eggs that were hidden so well the previous year that we found it the next year. And those eggs weren't necessary, that candy wasn't necessarily very appealing. And as far as movies go, it's not really a religious movie, but it is set in that time period, and it's Ben-Hur. And it's kind of like a Robinson Crusoe, except it's set in, or not Robinson Crusoe, the Count of Monte Cristo, set in, the Roman Empire during that time period, like 33 AD or whatever. So that's all I've got going, Jimmy. N9OEG, back to KC9GCR.
Oh, Ben-Hur, there's nothing wrong with that. I'll tell you what, they sure don't make movies like that anymore, like those old religious movies. Let's see, like, well, the Ten Commandments, Ben-Hur, let's see, Sodom and Gomorrah, David and Bathsheba, and Solomon and Sheba. Oh, yeah, that's what else? The Greatest Story Ever Told, and some of those old religious movies of many years ago. Even the old black and white ones that you put out back in the 50s. So that's great. The movies today, nothing but garbage. We'll put it that way. Thanks for checking in. Okay, I'll get back to you in a few minutes, Chris. Thanks for checking in. KD9MED, Kerry. What are you doing for Easter, and what are your favorite memories of the holiday?
KD9MED. Thanks, Jimmy. Good evening, everybody. Well, what have I been doing? This week, I've been playing a whole bunch with my new UHF Yagi antenna. It's a 5-element Yagi. And I've been really giving it a good shakedown, and it works really, really good. I'm really impressed by it. And I'm learning a whole lot about the principles behind it. Free presets. I looked, it came in a kit, so I put it together and I looked at it and I thought, well, how can this even work? Because the whole thing is just a DC short. If you were to put an ohm meter across any parts of it, it would look like a dead short, but for some reason it worked. And I looked up in the ARRL handbook, and I was ARRL antenna handbook, and I was really impressed by the discussion there. I thought the writing was really good. But I've got an old copy. I've got the 1974 copy. Free preset. For Easter, the only thing that's different from any other day is I'm spending some time reading the Gospels, and that's about it. KD9MED.
Oh, okay, Gary, sounds good. I know you like to watch those old religious movies, just like that I do. So that's great. So okay, thanks for checking in. We'll get back to you in a few minutes. We want to hear your DX report for sure. So okay, thanks for checking in. KD9CWL, what's going on with you, and what are your plans for Easter? What are your favorite memories of Easter?
KD9CWL. So going back, I guess favorite memories of Easter was, obviously when I was a kid, waking up and having the Easter baskets and searching for Easter eggs, and then going over to Grandma and Grandpa's house and the whole family together when everybody was around, and doing all that stuff while family wasn't kind of splintered off into a bunch of things, kind of separate parts of families now where everybody's got kids now. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing. Sunday, Easter. Looking forward to doing, I guess, what we've always done, going to the grandparents' house, taking my kids and my family over to my parents' house, and doing the same kind of thing, Easter baskets and hunting for Easter eggs. Back to net control.
Okay, hey, happy Easter to you and your family, and I'll get back to you in a few minutes. We'll have a second go around here, so thanks for checking in. That concludes my list. Do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net this time? Please go now.
KD9MED, Dale.
K9RFD Bill.
Okay, I got two stations checked in. KD9YBG Dale in Rockford and K0SDZ San Diego Zoo. Bill is also in Rockford. Bill, I'll get back to you in a couple minutes here. Dale, K9YBG. What are your plans for Easter and what are your favorite memories of the holiday?
Well, for Easter, I'm just going to fix me a real good meal, and I'm going to eat that. And as far as memories of the holidays, well, we used to watch all those, like you say, those Bible shows that were on, because they were on every year, so we watched those. And let's see, my mom would always make a ham on Easter, and then we'd always have that good old desserts, cheesecake and all the rest of that stuff. And then we'd have, the Easter baskets when we were smaller, and we'd have to hunt those down, and we colored a few eggs. And that's pretty much it. KD9YBG, back to net.
Oh yeah, my mother and my sisters used to do that too. I also used to watch them dye the Easter eggs, and we would, Mom and Dad would hide them all over our yards, all over the house, and ride out there. They had fun looking forward to it. I also enjoyed eating those chocolate. I'm not much for eggs, but I do enjoy eating those chocolate Easter eggs and jelly beans and what have you. They were great. Okay, Dale, thanks for checking in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes for this second go around. K0SDZ. Bill, what are you going to be doing for Easter? What are your favorite memories of the holiday?
K0SDZ. And, well, going back to movies, another great one that is not that old. I think it's 2004, 21 years now. Mel Gibson, The Passion of the Christ. Although it did not cover the resurrection, but it's a great, I suppose, movie. The recollections, being able to, as I got a little bit older, make Easter eggs, at least color them, dyeing them, and, different colors of dye and stuff like that. And, that was always fun. What we're going to be doing, actually, we're just leaving Good Friday service here at Christ the Rock Lutheran. My stepson is the pastor here. We had a terrific, wonderful Good Friday service this evening, and we're just leaving the parking lot now with a couple grandkids in the back seat here. We're going to be spending Easter with my wife's son and daughter-in-law, and grandkids, and some other people, and having an Easter luncheon after church, and again we're going to be coming back here to Christ the Rock Lutheran for Easter morning service and breakfast. And anyone is invited, 8 o'clock. You can look up the address online. Anybody wants to come. 8 o'clock breakfast, and then I think the service is like at 9 or right after that. So back to net, K0SDZ, San Diego Zoo, Rockford.
Okay, Bill, sounds good. I'll tell you what. I'll say 7-3. You probably won't be. You probably will not be getting on there. So you're probably arriving home. So I'll say Happy Easter to you and your family. We'll probably talk to you probably tomorrow night on the Saturday evening rag tune net. So thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Happy Easter to you and your family.
Yes, Happy Easter, 73s, and we'll talk tomorrow night on the rag tune net. K9RFD San Diego Zoo, Rockford.
Sounds good, Bill. Thanks for checking. Okay. Are there any more stations that like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net this time? You're coming home with your Friday night fish fry, steak fry, or grocery shopping. You're getting ready for that big Easter dinner on Sunday, or coming home from the show. Ain't no religious movies playing at any theater near you anymore. That's for sure. If you just turn your radio on, just come home, turn your radio on, or you've been copying the mail for the last 31 minutes, a half hour. This is your chance to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. From anywhere in the region, what's now traffic, please call K9GCR. Okay, let's go ahead with the second round table here. The second go around. KD9MED, Mike. Anything else you'd like to bring before the net?
Just working on some little bit of family things and getting some good news here a little bit. So that's all I'm doing at the moment. I'm hoping to enjoy a good weekend.
Much of a weekend person, but I do enjoy this weekend. He said Easter weekend, that's for sure. Because to me, I'll tell you what, I favor this holiday over Christmas. Christmas has just become so commercialized over the years that the real meaning of the holiday has been lost. That's why I favor Easter over Christmas. It's not so commercial, and you don't hear about any Easter stuff 2 months before the holidays. Just like you do Christmas, they start shoving Christmas down our throats even before Halloween. That's why I kind of tend to favor Easter over Christmas. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, let me know if we get any internet check-ins. So thanks for checking, thanks for live streaming that and recording on the Facebook page.
Okay, sure will, Jimmy.
Anything else that I can bring before the net?
This is K9ZIP. Not much else going on here, Jimmy. Just wanted to mention the 10 Commandments. I got that on Blu-ray, and it came in a double set with another movie. I can't remember what it was. Maybe watch that other movie tomorrow or Sunday. But that's the plans. K9ZIP. Back to you, Jimmy.
Okay, sounds good. Burt Lancaster made another movie about the 10 Commandments. It was just entitled Moses. I think that was put out in the 80s, but that was also a good movie. But I think the original one with Charlton Heston and Hugh Brunner, definitely Ten Commandments, that was definitely better. That movie was put out in 1956. I was 8 years old that year. So okay, Joe, Happy New Year. What am I saying here? Happy Easter to you and your family, and thanks for checking in. We'll talk to you down the log.
Happy Easter to you too, Jimmy. Any movie with Charlton Heston and those biblical ones were always good. Yeah, they don't make them like that. I got the more recently they made Exodus about 10 years ago with Christian Bale. I haven't gotten around to watching it. I don't know if it's any good or not. It can't be as good as the old ones, but we'll see. Maybe I'll watch that. K9ZIP.
This is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net at K9RFD Repeater Rockford, transferring from Friday Night Fun Net Central to Freeport. Yeah, watch the original Exodus. Don't worry about that newer one. I forget who all played it, but that's that's definitely a good movie too. So, oh yeah. Okay, Joe. Happy Easter to you and your family. K9OEG, Chris in South Boyd. Anything else I'd like to bring for the net?
K9OEG to KC9GCR. Of course. Oh, excuse me. Had to cough there. I was going to say, of course, I thought of two more movies as soon as I unkeyed. Got a tickle in my throat here. The other two movies are Samson and Delilah, sometime back in the 50s, and of course Spartacus, which is a pretty good. I don't know if it's really in the same era or not, but you know, it's still a good watch. But yeah, you know how it goes. As soon as you unkey, you think of two other things to watch or two other ideas. K9OEG, back to net control.
Hey, Chris, if you think of anything else, you're always welcome to jump back in. So, there's another movie I always like to watch, Barabbas, with George Kennedy, or that was put out in 1961, or is it or Arthur Kennedy? I don't know. No. Who was? Oh, I can't think of what that name. He played Barabbas. Oh, Anthony Quinn. That's who it was. That was a fictional account, but I enjoyed watching that movie anyway. You like to think that he changed it, but that was great. So, okay, thanks for taking in, Chris. Like I said, if you think of anything else, you're welcome to jump back in here. K9MED. I'll get to your DX report in a few minutes, but if there's anything else I'd like to bring before the net.
This is KD9MED. I'll tell you a little bit more about how I've been testing my my UHF Yagi antenna here. For tracking the balloons, up till now I've been using a quarter wave ground plane vertical. And so what I've done here to test this, I've got the Yagi mounted on a 6-foot mat, and it's rotatable. It's an indoor antenna. I can rotate it by hand, point it in any direction, free preset. So what I do is I run two receivers simultaneously. I've got one receiver hooked up to the vertical and another one hooked up to the Yagi, and I track the balloon with both antennas at once, and it's really, really astonishing the performance that the Yagi gives if you've got it pointed in the right direction, and that's the tricky thing. I know the azimuth that I have to point it in, because I know the GPS coordinates of the balloon, so I know what direction to point it in, but free preset. I've tried to use a magnetic compass to line it up for the azimuth, and a magnetic compass just does not want to work in my shack here. I guess there's too much metal and stuff here. And a lot of the time, the signal is strongest in a direction that I know it's not pointing in, so I haven't figured that out yet. But it's a really, really cool thing. I never thought I'd be interested in a directional antenna before, but this is interesting. And that's, I guess that's about it. I did get on HF this week, guys, so yeah, there'll be a DX report. KD9MED.
Okay, sounds good. You'll be happy to know that Doug, K9CNS, one of the new hams, and I think also, I don't know, it was Mark, K9COB also made their first HF contact. But I'm surprised they haven't checked in tonight's net. Maybe they got something else going on. But okay, we'll get back to you, Kerry, for the DX report. Thanks for checking in. K9CWL, are you still with us? Is there anything else that I can bring before the net?
K9CWL. I'm only in the hobby about, whatever it is now, maybe 4 weeks. I I just picked up HF receiver coming in next week, so I've got what this thing called a microbit X, very, very low power receiver, transceiver. I picked up some voice on there this afternoon, so I thought that was kind of cool, but obviously no contact, so that's anything low power for my setup right now. So getting my first HF receiver coming in next week. I'll be working on that, and then other than that, happy Easter, everybody. Thanks for that as always, and I'll be clear after this transfer.
Okay, KD9CWL. Matt, is that your name, Matt?
That is correct. I am Matt from Love Park, Boone County, Love Park.
Okay, well, Kurt KD9N lives in Roscoe, but he also lives in Boone County too. So, okay, thanks for checking in. And if I don't hear from you again, you and your family have a happy Easter. We'll talk to you later. KD9YBG. Dale, anything else you'd like to bring for the net?
No, I'll just say happy Easter to everybody, and I'll say 73's KD9YBG back to net.
Okay, sounds good, Dale. And if we don't hear from you on the tomorrow night's rag tune net, you and your family have a happy Easter. Then we talk to you down the log. Okay. K0 San Diego Zoo, K0SDZ. Bill, are you still with us? Anything else you want to bring for the net? Oh, that's right. He's on his way home. I forgot. You probably won't get on again tonight. Okay. Are there any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please call now.
Good evening, Jimmy, W9AXD on a different radio here tonight.
W9AXD. Good evening, Chad. I've got, okay. Radio sounds good. No problem that I can tell here.
Okay, I'm just waiting for my power cables. Having help get some Anderson power poles put on those because I haven't learned how to do that yet. So I'll ship them to West Mountain and they know how to do that. So I don't want to waste my cable trying to make mistakes with those. So, hey, if anyone has any old power cable that they don't want or need, hey, donate it. I'll practice putting some power poles on it so I can know what I'm doing. So if anyone has the old cable that they don't want, I'll accept donations. I'm kind of kidding, but not really. So anyway, for Easter, we're just gonna be quiet that day. Tomorrow we're going to a friend's house. We're going to make pulled pork sandwiches. We're going to make a cheesecake torte that I made. I screwed it up because I forgot to put the cup of sugar in with the cream cheese mixture, but I think it'll still be okay. So there's sugar in the topping and the crust, and we'll throw some cherry pie filling on top, so that'll be okay. So I was mad at first, but I'm over it now. So, we set. Joe was talking about the Ten Commandments. That's a good movie. Although we always seem to come into it halfway through every single year. About 8:30, 9 o'clock, we find it like, oh, I forgot about it. So I'm not even going to watch it this year. So, it's about the only movie I watch, if I can. So back to you, Jimmy, W9AXD.
Okay, Chad, well, hey, happy Easter to you and Erica and all the members of your family. You did a great net last night, and that night watch net last night was more or less like a rag tune net than the regular net. I listened to it up until around midnight. I just said, the heck with it. I think it's just their nightly rag tune session, so I switched back here to 195 so I can monitor in case of any severe weather.
Yeah, good idea. Especially the stuff we had come through northern Rock County earlier this morning, and baseball-sized hail. I don't need that. I tell you what, I don't mind severe weather, but baseball-sized hail, I don't feel like picking up pieces of my antennas off the ground. So, anyway, yeah, I don't know if it's supposed to get any more tonight. It seems like it quieted down, so I'm not sure what we'll get tomorrow or Friday or Sunday. So happy New Year, happy Easter, Jimmy. I just did that to pick on you. Hi. Back to you. Thanks for doing that, W9AXD.
Don't feel bad, Chad. I said the same thing by mistake a few minutes ago. Yeah, I saw the news, watching the morning news on Channel 39. One of their meteorologists went up there. They had pictures of those baseball and tennis ball sized hail. They even showed pictures in the yard. There was one yard was almost completely covered with those hailstones. Oh boy, that was something else there too. We might get some more, maybe some severe weather later on, but it might be moved to the south of us. And of course, Sunday they're saying it's supposed to rain again. There's an old saying that if it rains on Easter Sunday, it will rain for 7 consecutive Sundays.
Yeah, I never heard that before. I wonder how true that is.
Oh, I don't know. That was saying was around, but it's an old saying. That goes back many years. That's for sure there. Okay, Chad. Hey, thanks for checking in. You and Erica have a good evening, and if I don't talk to you again, both of you have a happy Easter.
Yep, I will tell her that, and you too, my friend. Have a good one. We'll maybe talk to you on the radio net tomorrow night, but we might not be home, so we might not make that. 7-3. I don't know if Erica's going to check in. She's busy on her phone again. So 7-3, W9AXD.
I'll tell you what, Chad, I'm going to go ahead and put her down anyway. So, okay, sounds good. Have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. Okay, at this time, are there any more stations you'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, now we're going to do our regular features we do every Friday night, starting with the Friday Night Fun Net, the Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, DMR, FT8, GMRS, and or an antenna tuner or what have you. If you have any technical questions, please feel free to ask them, and we'll do our best to answer them for you, especially some of the new ham radio operators. Anybody have any technical questions they'd like to bring before the net? Okay, well, no technical questions, so we'll move on to the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX Corner. Did you make any DX contacts this week or what have you? I made a couple of them. But I'll get to my report later. Anybody have any DX reports you'd like to pass along at this time?
KD9MED.
K9MED. Okay, Kerry, go ahead. What you got for us?
Well, I got back on HF again for the after taking a break of about 35 days, so I forgot where all the frequencies were. I had to get out the handbook and look them all up to know how to twiddle the knob there. But yeah, let's see. What's the summary here? I've got it. Here we go. All right, 56 contacts, 12 countries. 4 new grid squares confirmed, 3 new United States counties confirmed, and 6 POTAs, 6 POTA contacts, although one of them was one of those double dippers that I think is kind of suspicious. Brief reset. The countries were the usual suspects, Caribbean and Western Europe. I guess one that stands out here is from the island of Guernsey. Here's a German guy vacationing there, MU/DL1FDH. If you ever saw that comedy series on TV, it was called Faulty Towers. It was in a town called Torquay. And if you leave the hotel there and go down to the beach and jump into the English Channel and you swim about 100 miles south-southeast, you end up in this island called Guernsey. Brief reset. Happens to be next to another island called Jersey. So it's a dinky island and there aren't a lot of hams there, so even though it's close by, you don't get a contact from them just every week, you know. People in Europe are celebrating 100 years of the IARU. There's a lot of special event stations for that. I don't remember what IARU stands for. I guess it's some bureaucracy. Europeans love bureaucracy. Brief reset. Oh, there was club station here too. Radio Amateurs of Canada. I guess this is kind of like our ARRL, except it's in Canada, and they use the call sign DE3RHQ. That's enough. KD9MED.
Okay, Gary. Yeah, today was International Amateur Radio Day, or World Amateur Radio Day. I was touring around 20 and 40, and the bands must have been lousy. I never heard anybody, not even the 20-meter-old Mistnet today. So apparently, maybe they might have had a short net, but I didn't hardly hear anybody at all. But I was made an effort to. I keep forgetting about that every year, but I made an effort to turn my HF rig on. They scanned the 20 and 40. Nothing. Now there was a picked up a distant station, but I couldn't hardly make out what he was saying. But that was it. So that's the way it goes.
You know, I'm glad you mentioned that, Jimmy. The 35 days I took off and I was doing the balloon head thing on UHF, I was kind of excusing myself because I look at space weather every day, and space weather conditions have just been really lousy. And I agree with you about today. Today, the space weather looked great to me. You know, the current conditions for space weather look good. And I get on it, it's just awful today. And I couldn't put my finger on why it is. I still managed to squeeze out 23 contacts today, but I had to work for them. KD9MED.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, it was really bad today. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you about my 2 HF contacts I made. I think it was, let's see, last Saturday, just a minute. No, the 13th. It was the Georgia QSO party. I had tried to make contact with 3 stations. I was successfully made a contact with one, but the other 2 where I was not able to make the contact. So the first contact was on 14.244 megahertz at 20:58 hours. This call is Kilo 4 November Victor. Kilo 4 November Victor. He was giving me 7.0. I'm trying to look at my list here. Oh yeah. Just a minute. Oh boy, I screwed that up. Oh well, I ain't gonna worry about it. I just had Georgia QSO party in Georgia. I didn't even write down the county or anything like that. My other contact was with on the April 15th on 14.292 megahertz. That's the old meter, the old Miss 20 meter net. Whiskey 1 X-ray Mike in New Hampshire. He's one of the net control stations. He was giving me 7.0. This was at 1800 hours Zulu. Those are the only two HF contacts I made.
Well, that's fine business, old man. Yeah, it feels good to be back in the saddle again. That's a good way to relax. All right. Well done, Jimmy. KD9MED.
Thanks, Gary. Well, I look at it, you got to take a break once in a while. That was my first HF contact I made, I would say about over a month. So, like I said, there are days I don't even turn the radio on, but that's the way it goes. I said it doesn't hurt to take a break once in a while. Okay, there are more. I'm surprised, Doug, the KD9 KD9 CNS hasn't checked in. Oh, wait just a minute. Who was it? Guy, KD9 Charlie Zulu. He got his license last week. He was scanning 10 meters. Last weekend, he made a contact with a station down in Nicaragua, Central America.
Excellent. Was that on sideband?
I'm assuming it was on sideband. Well, of course, he was probably using that portion of the band which is reserved for technicians. I don't think he's upgraded to general as of yet.
Well done.
Okay, sounds good. Any other station that have any DX reports you'd like to pass along? Okay, now we'll move on to the swap net. All items involved sold or traded must be related to hobbies of RAM traded or computers. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be the property of or in possession of the person who wants to get rid of stuff. You may mention the price over the air, but the action should take place either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Does anybody have any swap net traffic you'd like to pass along? Okay, do we have any stations who just joined us who'd like to check in the Friday night fun at this time? Please go now. Okay, I think it was yesterday, I got the QSC, May 2025 QSC magazine is in the mail. It was the printed edition. I was looking for, there's an article in here put out by one of the area hands down in DeKalb County. I'm trying to get it right here. I'm trying to look here. I went by it. We'll find it. Here it is. This is from Michael Heiderscheid, W9AXD. He's one of the stations who checks into the Kishwaukee Hams Radio Club net on the 146730 every Monday night around 8:30. And he said, I'll just briefly read this. He said, just a minute. Hold on. Here. He said in 1976, I was one of the 18 million people who purchased a CB radio. It took about a year for the 11-meter band to turn to mud. Ain't that the truth? Two of my CB buddies and I decided to become hams to play some real radio. He said I found an old 38th edition of the Radio Amateur's Handbook in my favorite used electronics shop and decided to build my transmitter from scratch. I purchased a heat kit HR 1680 receiver and put it together. The rig was a one-tube crystal controlled transmitter. Actually, I should call it a three-tube rig because I had to build a separate power supply for the filaments and a plate supply, which included a regular tube. The chassis and the cabinet were made from the metal panels of an old furnace. The oscilloscope, the oscillator amplifier was a 60Q 6A beam power tube. Let me reset. The manual stated the novice transmitter is easy to build and get working. It is a crystal-controlled one-tube oscillator capable of running 30 watts on 3 bands. I started working on the project in late August 1977 and was ready to test the unit by mid-October. I called my mentor and he fired up his rig. He talked me through the alignment procedures, and after a little tweaking, I could hear my signal come in on his rig through our phone call. It chirped like a bird with 22 watts output out, and I worked the 26 states with it. The only band it would oscillate on was 40 meters. As hobbies go, I don't think it gets any better than this. It's from Michael B. Heiderscheid, W9GNX from Waterman, Illinois. Kerry, K9MED, what did you think of that article?
Oh, I'm sorry, Jimmy. I'm out in the kitchen eating guacamole. I missed most of it.
If you like, I can read it again.
No, that's fine. I'll pick it up on the replay on KD9MED's site.
Okay, sounds good. There's even a picture of his rig. It's Michael B. Heiderscheid, WD9GNX homebrewed rig. He submitted the photo. I'm sure you probably see that photo. You probably get the QSC online anyway, so you probably see a picture of it anyway. Okay. Do we have any more stations who would like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
KD9VBX. Jimmy, it's Erica, Janesville.
Okay, Erica, I wasn't sure if you were going to check it or not, but I decided to put you down anyway. What's going on with you? I'm sure that Chad told you about what you're going to be doing for Easter, but I gotta ask anyway.
Oh yeah, we're going over over to a friend's, and he's bringing his cheesecake, and our friend's gonna have pulled pork sandwiches. It's still Easter. It's just another part of another way the pig process, and I guess deviled egg potato salad, and it's gonna be a picnic. I guess you could say it's gonna be nice. The weather's not going to comply probably to have it outside, but it'll be fun, something different. And everybody root for my baby sister. She's running in the Boston Marathon on Monday. That's the most exciting news yet.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thanks very much for that information. We'll be thinking about her. We'll see what happens. Hope she does good. If she doesn't win, hopefully she'll finish in the top 10.
Thank you, Jimmy. Her name's Emily Gruenwald, and from Edgerton, and there's a way to track that, but I haven't looked at the app yet, and I'm excited for her. And everybody that wants to know, I'll report that back on Thursday, May 1st. Hopefully, we'll be able to get through. We'll be in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, Thursday, Friday, and coming back Saturday. So we'll try to report as soon as possible. KD9BBX.
Sounds good, Erica. Thanks for checking in. You and Chad have a happy Easter. I'm sure we will hear from you on Sunday night on the Green County Net.
That's the plan, Jimmy. Take care, everybody, and have yourself a good Easter, everyone. Don't eat too many peeps. KD9BBX.
You bet. And don't eat too much Easter candy or jelly beans. I always like those jelly beans. The black ones you can have. I don't think so, but I like the other ones. Okay, thanks for checking in, Erica. Are there any more stations that like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
W9BL, Robin Maringo.
W9BL, good evening, Rob. What's going on with you? What are you going to be doing for Easter? What are your favorite memories of the holiday?
Good evening, Jimmy, and everyone out there on the net. Good to hear you out there Freeport way. I'm hearing everyone just fine. We're not. We're just doing church, and we're going to have actually a nice dinner here at the house. Our kids are out of state, and we just got back from visiting one of them down in Tennessee, and we'll be just staying at the house here, and just my wife and myself, and enjoying the day. Hopefully we'll have some nice weather like we had today. Wow, at least it was nice and warm. But good to hear you, Jimmy, and continue on with your net there. W9BL, back to you.
Sounds good, Rob. Hey, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening and enjoy your weekend. Happy Easter to you and your family.
Too, Jimmy. Take care. Have a great weekend there, and I wish the very best for everyone out there. So take care. Have a good evening. Good weekend, and we'll catch you again 7-3 out there. W9BL.
Okay, Rob. Thanks for checking in. Have a good evening. Are there any more stations that like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
Kilowatt Echo 9 Norway.
KD9N, good evening, Kurt. What's going on with you? What are you and the missus going to be doing for Easter? And what are your favorite memories of the holiday?
Well, let's see. We are going to take, and my kids, 2 of the 3 of them, of course, and their families will be over. so they're coming over for Easter. I don't really remember much about Easters in the past per se. It wasn't like a it's just not as memorable for me as like Christmas or maybe New Year's or something like that.
Okay, well, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, when I was a kid, my mother and my sister used to dye Easter eggs every year, and we went to well, of course, we went to church, of course. Then she would always hide those Easter eggs all over our front and backyards and around the house and whatever. That was definitely fun. Then we enjoyed eating those Easter. I'm not crazy about eggs. I did maybe eat one or two, but that was about it. But I didn't really enjoy the chocolate candies and the jelly beans. KD9MED, Kurt, you still there? Oh boy, hopefully nothing happens with this equipment. Let's see if we can get any more check-ins. Any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
KE9COB, Mark.
KE9COB, good evening to you, Mark. What's going on with you? I'm asking a question tonight. What are you doing for Easter Sunday, and what are your favorite memories of the holiday?
Well, the one that I remember the most on Easter was 25 years or so ago, back when I lived in the Colorado mountains. A lot of the ranchers in the area would have an Easter egg hunt, and the Easter egg hunt consisted of placing Easter eggs about 50 yards away, and the kids would shoot them with rifles. And they were out, that was the Easter egg hunt. They were hunting Easter eggs with their rifles. And first time I saw that, I kind of, what the heck? And but if you could have seen how much fun the kids were having, you'd remember it too. Back to you.
I never heard that before. Hunting Easter eggs with rifles? Never heard of that before.
Yeah, that's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, it is. It is. Oh, you don't. Oh, that's right. You can't possibly work HF because you don't have your antenna put up as of yet. There, I was thinking about that.
Yeah, I don't have an HF radio yet either.
Okay, it sounds good. Sounds good. Our next VE testing session here at Freeport will take place on June 7th. If you have time, you can study for that general there.
Well, I as of today, I'm very seriously considering it. Studying for that general will help me learn more about amateur radio, and maybe I won't be quite such the newbie. More information never hurts.
That's for sure. I got into this hobby back in 2004. I did not upgrade to general until 2018.
Well, I've taken this all in baby steps, and I am enjoying this hobby more and more. I met a new guy today also, a gentleman named Matt, and you just can't have enough friends. He said he'll be signing up the rah-rah here pretty soon, so I'm just enjoying this hobby more and more. Back to you.
This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun at K9RFD Repeater Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun at Central and Freeport. It wouldn't be mad KE9CWL, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that might be.
He checked into this net earlier this evening, so that's okay. Sounds good. Let's see. Doug must have something else going on tonight. He hasn't checked in as of yet.
Who are you looking for?
Doug, KE9CNS, he hasn't checked in tonight yet.
Well, that's hard to say. I know he was on 4 or 5 hours ago, but no idea, Jimmy.
Oh, well, hey, if he doesn't check in, I'll put him down as an honorary check-in then.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for checking in, Mark. You have a good evening. We'll definitely talk to you later. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun then. If we don't hear from you, well, I'm sure we'll definitely hear from you tomorrow on this repair, but hopefully you and your family have a safe and happy Easter.
Thank you, Jimmy, and back at you, and to everyone that can hear me. 73s. KE9COB, clear.
73s, Mark. Do we have any more stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun then? Please go now. Okay. I'll tell you what. I forgot to mention this during the net. I think I better. The weekly Friday morning breakfast. It meets every Friday morning from 7:30 a.m. until about 9 a.m. We order breakfast at 8 a.m. It's an informal gathering of ham folks. No affiliations necessary. Good food and good company. Everyone is welcome to attend. It's held at the Spring Garden Family Restaurant, 4820 North 2nd Street, Loves Park, Illinois, 61111. Also, the monthly Saturday morning breakfast, it takes place at the Greater Boyd Amateur Radio Club, GBARC or GBARC, meets monthly on the second Saturday of the month at 8 a.m. It's at Denny's Restaurant, Flying J at a truck stop, Illinois 75 and I-9039. All are welcome to join the group for food and lots of ham talk. During the warmer weather months, a fox hunt follows a breakfast approximately 10 a.m. Again, that's the it's the monthly Saturday morning breakfast put on by the Rock County Amateur Radio Club at Denny's Restaurant or the Flying J truck stop, Illinois 75 and I-9039. And during the warmer months after the breakfast, they have a fox hunt. Okay, I almost forgot to mention that. Do we have any more stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun net? Please phone out.
KC9GCR and the net. This is Kilo Bravo 9 Zulu Delta Delta out by Davis.
KB9GDD, Mike, over by Davis. Good evening, Mike. What's going on with you? They're asking a question tonight. What are your plans for Easter, and what are your favorite memories of the holiday?
All right, well, plans for Easter is Easter lunches at our house, so Sunday afternoon we'll be hosting a bunch of family coming out to eat ham and have a good time. Usually it's quite the event. Easter memories, mostly in our Easter baskets every year, we always used to get gliders, old balsa wood gliders. I still pass them out to the kids pretty regularly, and just, they were a ton of fun. I look forward to them every year.
Okay, Mike, well, sounds good. Well, here's a happy Easter to you and your family, and thank you for checking into the Friday Night Fun Net.
Very good. Hope you have a good night.
Hey, thanks for checking in, Mike. Any more stations wishing to check in at this time, please call now. Oh, okay. One moment, please. I'll be right with you. Okay, let me get all my paperwork put away here. Oh boy. Okay, we'll spend a few minutes doing Friday Night Fun Net trivia. We didn't do it last week with the successful VE testing session we had. We figured, well, I'm going to give you guys a break here. So you guys and gals, that's what I should say. Okay, we're back to the old grind here. This is for the benefit of those ham radio operators who are studying for their first ham radio license. We know we got a lot of people who listen to us on scanners. So they can't listen to police communication anymore unless you have a very expensive digital scanner which picks up the digital signals and what have you if they're not encrypted. And of course, we have people who listen just for the enjoyment of it. So, okay, I'm going to read some questions, and I want to try to read the same. I try not to read the same questions over again. So, okay, I'm not reading that one. Like I said, I'm trying to avoid reading the same questions over again. All right. All right. First question. Who must designate the station control operator? A, the station licensee. B, the FCC. C, the frequency coordinator. D, any licensed operator. Who must designate the station control operator? A, the station licensee. B, the FCC. C, the frequency coordinator. D, any licensed operator. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay. Who must designate the station control operator? Correct answer is A alpha, the station licensee, 97.103B. Well, we're gonna find another question here. Okay. Which of the following is an example of remote control as defined in Part 97? A, repeater operation. B, operating the station over the internet. C, controlling a model aircraft, boat, or car by amateur radio. D, all of these choices are correct. Which of the following is an example of remote control as described in Part 97? A, repeater operation. B, operating the station over the internet. C, C, controlling a model aircraft, boat, or car by amateur radio? D, all of these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question?
All right, I'll jump in. KD9MED. I'm going to say it's D, David.
I'll tell you what, Mike. Sorry, that's not what the book. That's not what the book says. Sorry.
No, it's not the first time I've gotten a question wrong.
No, it won't be the last time either. All right. Anybody else want to give it a shot? Okay. Which of the following is an example of remote control as defined in Part 97? Correct answer is B, Bravo. Operating the station or the Internet. 97.3A39. It also refers to another question, but we won't get into that one. Find another one here. Nah. Get out of that thing. We'll find another one here. Okay. This is a simple question. What should you do before calling CQ? A. Listen first to be sure that no one else is using the frequency. B. Ask if the frequency is in use. C. Make sure you are authorized to use that frequency. D. All these choices are correct. What should you do before calling CQ? A. Listen first to be sure that no one else is using the frequency. B. Ask if the frequency is in use. C. Make sure you are authorized to use that frequency. D. All these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay. What should you do before calling CQ? A. Listen first to be sure that no one else is using the frequency. B. Ask if the frequency is in use. C. Make sure you are authorized to use that frequency. Well, the correct answer is D, Delta. All of these choices are correct. Before you call CQ, you should do three things. One, be sure the frequency is one your license privilege is authorized you to use. Two, listen to be sure the frequency is not already in use. If you don't hear any signals in 5 to 10 seconds, the frequency may be available. And three, make a short transmission asking if the frequency is in use. Ram Radio License Manual, page 6-6. Okay. I'm going to skip that one. I'm not going to read that one. Okay. Why is the radio horizon for VHF and UHF signals more distant than the visual horizon? A. Radio signals move somewhat faster than the speed of light. B. Radio waves are not blocked by dust particles. C. The atmosphere refracts the radio waves slightly. D. Radio waves are blocked by dust particles. Why is the radio horizon for VHF and UHF signals more distant than the visual horizon? A. Radio signals move somewhat faster than the speed of light. B. Radio waves are not blocked by dust particles. C. The atmosphere refracts radio waves slightly. D. Radio waves are blocked by dust particles. Anybody correct to answer this question?
Ooh, all right, a propagation question. It's KD9MED. We're going to say it's C. Charles.
You are correct, Mike. You are correct. Got one right. Good. All right. Why is the radio horizon for VHF and UHF signals more distant than the visual horizon? Correct answer is C. Charles. C. Charlie, the atmosphere refracts radio waves slightly. By bending signals slightly back toward the ground, just a minute. Refraction counteracts the curvature of the Earth and allows signals at these frequencies to be received at distances somewhat beyond the visual horizon. Ham Radio License Manual, page 4-2. Okay, before we continue with the questions, are there any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please phone now. Okay, what is the unit of frequency? A. Hertz, B. Henry, C. Farad, D. Tesla. What is the unit of frequency? A. Hertz, B. Henry, C. Farad, D. Tesla. Anybody correct to answer this question?
All right, I'll jump in again. KD9ZDD. It's going to be Hertz.
You are correct, Mike. You are correct. What is the unit of frequency? Correct answer is A. Alpha Hertz. The unit of measurement for frequency is Hertz, abbreviated HZ. Ham Radio License Manual, page 2-3. All right. Oh, I think I read this one before. I don't want to read it. All right, let's see. Oh boy, I might have read this before, but I think I'll read it again. Now, what device increases the transmitted output power from a transceiver? A. A voltage divider. B. An RF power amplifier. C. An impedance network. D. All of these choices are correct. What device increases the transmitted output power from a transceiver? A. A voltage divider. B. An RF power amplifier. C. An impedance network. D. All of these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay. What device increases the transmitted output power from a transceiver? Correct answer is B. Bravo, an RF power amplifier. All right. I think I read that one. I want to read it again. All right. Oh boy, I read that one. Oh boy. Okay. What is the approximate bandwidth of AM fast scan to TV transmissions? A. More than 10 megahertz. B. About 6 megahertz. C. About 3 megahertz. Stand by hotline. That was John, KC9DGF checking on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline. You heard that telephone ring, folks? That's a real telephone ring, not that phony baloney cell phone ring. Okay. Now, I gotta figure out what the... Oh, yeah. I'll read this question over again. What is the approximate bandwidth of AM fast scan TV transmissions? A, more than 10 megahertz. B, about 6 megahertz. C, about 3 megahertz. D, about 1 megahertz. What is the approximate bandwidth of AM fast scan TV transmissions? A, more than 10 megahertz. B, about 6 megahertz. C, about 3 megahertz. D, about 1 megahertz. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, what is the approximate bandwidth of AM fast scan TV transmission? Correct answer is B, Bravo, about 6 megahertz. That's see the table for a question. Well, we're not going to worry about that. We're going to find another. We're going to move that one. Okay, stand by 1 moment, please. I got to check in John, K9DDF. Okay, use a red pen, K9DDF for HL for hotline check-ins. I'll use the red telephone. All right, he's checked in now. Gotta find another. Here we go. Well, is there somebody trying to get in? Come on back. Okay, what is the disadvantage of using a handheld VHF transceiver with a flexible antenna inside a vehicle? A, signal strength is reduced due to the shielding effect of the vehicle. B, the bandwidth of the antenna will decrease, increasing SWR. C, the SWR might decrease, decreasing the signal strength. D, all these choices are correct. What is the disadvantage of using a handheld VHF transceiver with a flexible antenna inside a vehicle? A, signal strength is reduced due to the shielding effect of the vehicle. B, the bandwidth of the antenna will decrease, increasing SWR. C, the SWR might decrease, decreasing the signal strength. D, all these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question?
AK9F. Answer is A.
You are correct, Dave. You are correct. What is the disadvantage of using a handheld VHF transceiver with a flexible antenna inside the vehicle? The correct answer is A alpha. Signal strength is reduced due to the shielding effect of the vehicle. When using a handheld transceiver inside a vehicle, the standard flexible rubber duct antenna may not be an effective antenna. The vehicle's metal roof and doors act like shields, trapping the radio waves inside. Some of the signal gets out through the windows, unless they're tinted with a thin metal coating, it has in parentheses. But it's as much as 10 to 20 times weaker than an external mobile antenna. AM radio lights, management page 4-12. AK9F, Dave, what's going on with you, and what are you planning on doing for Easter?
Okay, first of all, I just got done with dinner. I've been getting ready for some activities tomorrow night. But other than that, I will be going to church on Sunday, 2 services, sunrise and regular service. And that's about it.
Okay, Dave, you drive home safely, and happy Easter to you and your family, and thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net.
Same to you, AK9F Clear.
Okay, while we're at it, do we have any more stations that like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, I'm going to read a few more questions, and I think we'll call it quits there for this week as far as trivia goes. All right, let's see. Okay, what electronic component allows current to flow in only one direction? A, resistor. B, fuse. C, diode. D, driven element. What electronic component allows current to flow in only one direction? A, resistor. B, fuse. C, diode. D, driven element. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay. What electronic component allows current to flow in only one direction? Correct answer is C, Charlie, or the diode. A semiconductor that only allows current to flow in one direction is called a diode. A diode has two electrodes, an anode and a cathode. I know I read this before. On a diode, the cathode is usually identified by a stripe marked on the component. Heavy-duty diodes that can handle and currents are called rectifiers. Ham radio lights, manual page 3-10. I think we're going to do one more question on the trivia segment, and I think that'll do it. I got to find it first. Was there somebody trying to check in? Come on back. All right. Last question. What are the toughest questions in the Tech, General, and Extra Q&A? Your tower questions, of course. You new ham radio operators, someday you're going to be part of a tower climbing expedition. You're either going to be climbing the tower itself, or you're going to be part of the ground support crew. This next question, which I'm about to read, if you get that question right, and if it turns out that might be the question that puts you over the top as far as getting your license goes. Okay, here we go. What is the purpose of a safety wire through a turnbuckle used to tension guy lines? A, secure the guy line as the turnbuckle breaks. B, prevent loosening of the turnbuckle from vibration. C, provide a ground path for lightning strikes. D, provide an ability to measure for proper tensioning. What is the purpose of a safety wire through a turnbuckle used to tension guy line? A, secure the guy line as the turnbuckle breaks. B, prevent loosening of the turnbuckle from vibration. C, provide a ground path for lightning strikes. D, provide an ability to measure for proper tensioning. You tower climbers should know the correct answer to this question by heart. Anybody have the correct answer to this question? I guess we don't have any tower climbers in the audience tonight, so okay. What is the purpose of a safety wire through a turnbuckle used to tension guide lines? Correct answer is B, Bravo. Prevent loosening of the turnbuckle from vibration. Guy wires must be installed according to the tower manufacturer's instructions. Place the safety wire through any turnbuckles used to tension the guy lines. This prevents them from loosening due to vibration and twisting. Hamburger License Manual, page 9-17. This concludes Friday night's Fun Net Trivia for this evening. We'll do it again next Friday night this time. Okay, are there any more stations who would like to check in the Friday night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, at this time, I'm going to give you a rundown of all the other nets we have in the area. In about 15 minutes at 10 o'clock, the Chicago Night Watch net will be getting underway on 443.750 Repeater in Chicago with a PL 114.8 plus all set, or you can pick them up on Chad's 440.950 Repeater in Janesville with a PL of 123.0 plus offset. They usually have their Friday night get-together, so I don't know if there'll even be a semblance of a net. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Tune in and find out. Don't forget the Saturday evening rag shoot net tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. on this repeater. I don't know who net control will be, but tune in and find out. Oh, now wait. Illinois Aries will hold the, now wait just a minute. Yes, that's right. Illinois Aries will be holding its bi-monthly net this coming Sunday afternoon at 4:30 p.m. I believe it'll be on 7.227 megahertz, 40 meters, the lower sideband. I'm not sure, but that's a frequency they usually do during the warm weather months. I think that this time that will start at Southern Illinois. They'll work their way up. Lloyd, KB9 APW in Sterling is usually the last net control station they contact. On the first Sunday, Lloyd goes first. On the third Sunday, he goes last. So that's the situation. And don't forget the Greene County Aries Races net. Now, just a minute, hold on. The Big Thunder Amp Radio Club net holds is held every Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on the 147.375 repeater in Belvedere. Now, the Greene County Aries Races net is held on the 145.110 repeater in Monroe at 7:30 p.m. The Whiteside County Aries group holds its Sunday evening net at 8 p.m. on the 146.850 repeater in Sterling. Shouldn't have any problem getting into that repeater. The repeater is, the antenna is about 300 feet in the air. It's on the Illinois State Police Troop 1 radio tower at their main headquarters in Sterling. The Monday evening at 7 p.m. on this repeater, you got the Monday night rah-rah info net. Larry, K9KCT will be net control this coming Monday evening. I was net control last Monday. The Lee County Aries group holds its Monday evening net at 8 p.m. on 146.970 repeater in Dixon. And the big Kishwaukee Amp Radio Club will hold its Monday evening net at 8:30 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb. Tuesday evenings, you got the Tuesday evening net at 7 p.m. on this repeater with Larry, H9GO. Although this past Tuesday, it was Larry, K9KCT was net control. At the same time, the Rock County Public Service net is held on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville. At 8:30 p.m., the Ogle County Hams Net meets on 147.165 repeater in Oregon. If they have time, they'll go to 146.595 simplex for a brief simplex net. Then afterwards, they'll go back to the repeater for the 9 o'clock area Skywarn net. Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repeater, you got the Wednesday evening chat net. Let's see. Larry K9KCT was net control of that net. It's similar to the Saturday evening Raichu net. Then also at 7 p.m. here in Freeport at 147.390 repeater, I will be hosting the weekly Steams County Aries net. Then at 7:30 p.m., the Great Boys Ham Radio Club holds its weekly net, Wednesday evening net on 147.120 repeater. And in Freeport, we have the Wednesday evening swap net on the 147.390 repeater at 8 p.m. I was net control last week. I think I had a total of 13 check-ins. Mel, K9RFD will do the net next week. He and I share the duties as net control operator. Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repeater, you got the Winnebago County Skywarn training net. A reminder, there will be a virtual Skywarn meeting, which will take place immediately following the Thursday evening Skywarn training net on Thursday, May the 8th. You want more information, contact Joe K9JPP. On HF, you got the C9 net, which takes place every day, Monday through Friday, between the hours of 1400 and 1500 hours Zulu, or 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. local time, on 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband with Chuck, W9MED as net control operator. Okay, now you're all caught up to date on your local nets. Support your local net control operators, your local nets. And if you're a member of any ham radio club, by all means support your local club. Okay, at this time, there are 8 more stations who want to check the Friday Night Fun net. Please go now.
Kilo Delta 9, Quebec Victor Bravo. Brian and Roscoe checking in late.
KD9QDB, Brian and Boyd have got you checked in. That other station, Scott K9Y, I think that sounded like you. I'll get back to you as soon as I get done with Brian here. You might want to go to the input or to your preamp. I'll get back to you in a couple minutes here. Brian, KD9QDB, what's going on with you? What are you going to be doing for Easter? What are your favorite memories of the holiday?
Yeah, Jimmy, KD9QBB. Well, let's see. Easter, got some family, our kids coming for lunch on Sunday. Got a friend coming for lunch on Sunday, so we'll just do a low-key, nice meal. Nothing super fancy, just a pork roast and mashed potatoes, veggie, and a dessert. So, other than that, let's see. I guess probably the biggest memory I have of Easter is going to church as a family and having to dress up in Easter clothes, and always had to go with Mom shopping for Easter clothes.
This is K9GCR to Friday Night Fun, and the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun, that's Central and Freeport. Oh, yeah. That's, the W had to go to church when I remember my mother and my sister dyeing Easter eggs. We go next morning, Easter Sunday, after we got home from church, we'd change clothes and go and hunt those Easter eggs. That's for sure. Brian, a happy Easter to you and your family, and thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net.
Okay, Jimmy, yeah, thanks, and happy Easter to you and everybody else. So have a great Easter Sunday, and remember what it's all about. So KD9, QBB, we will be clear.
So you too, Brian, and thanks for checking in. Okay, Scott, KC9YI, if that's you, come on back. Good evening, Scott. What are you going to be doing for Easter, and what are your favorite memories of Easter? There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. That's for sure. That's for sure. Okay, Scott, you and your family have a happy Easter, and we'll catch you on the Green County Net this coming Sunday night. Okay, Scott, sounds good. Thanks for checking it out. I saw that on the morning news on channel 39 today. One of their meteorologists went up to Janesville and took pictures of those baseball and tennis ball sized hail. They showed a yard almost completely covered with those hailstones. Okay, Scott, thank you for checking in. Happy Easter to you and your family. We'll definitely talk to you on the net this coming Sunday night. Okay, that was Scott, K9YI in Monroe, Wisconsin, checked in on the input. Used as preamp here. He's net control of the Green County Aries net, which meets on every Sunday evening at 7:30 p.m. at the 145.110 Repeater in Monroe. Any more stations would like to check in the Friday Night Fun net this time? Please go now. This is K9G Shire with the Friday Night Fun Net and the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central in Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, do you know where your children are at? Lockdown, lockdown. Winnebago County Jail is now going into lockdown. Gary, K9MED was telling me you used to listen to the Winnebago County Jail frequencies on scatter. Every night at this time, dispatch radio to all corrections officers, they say, lockdown, lockdown, lights out, time for all the jailbirds to go to bed. Good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Okay, any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, I want to thank Dan, NIDCH, the trustee of the Repeater, the members of the 195 group, and the others used as Repeater, the host of Friday Night Fun Net. I'm going to run down the list of stations checked in so far. Myself, K9TCR, net control. And my 3 early check-ins, WG9GG, W9JTC, and N9DLB. Now, these are my regular check-ins. W3TLA, KC9ICH, KD9MED. Mike was live streaming the net and recorded on the Facebook page. I guess no internet checking tonight. K9RGG, K9ZIP, N9OEG, K9MAP, KE9CWL, KD9YBG, and K0SDZ. W9AXD KD9VBX, W9BL, KE9N, KE9COB, KEB9ZDD, K9DDF, John and Elton, checked on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline, AK9F, KD9QDB, and last but certainly not least, Scott K9YI in Monroe. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 on-air check-ins, 4 early bird check-ins, 1 hotline to check-in, the total constant to 24 check-ins overall. If we have any more stations, I'd check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Please go now. Okay, be sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your grandparents, your in-laws, your neighbors across the street, down the street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the checkout counter of your grocery store. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter of your convenience store. Be sure you tell your waiters, your waitresses, and your bartenders at your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at your local post office when you buy your stamps or mail letters. Be sure you tell your bank tellers when you go to your bank and to cash a check or withdraw money from your checking account or savings account. Be sure you tell your tax consultant. Be sure you tell your members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your used car dealer, new car dealer, or garage mechanic. Be sure you tell your priests, your ministers, your rabbis, your mullahs, your ayatollahs, or your imams. Be sure you tell your probation officer, your parole officer, divorce lawyer. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, of course, your old ladies about the Friday Night Fun Net. More check-ins to bear net. Make sure you have a valid FCC license before you check in. Sorry, folks, we do not take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, potheads, telemarketers. If you don't, if you sit in the knee or clench your fist or sit in the clubhouse when the national anthem is being played, we don't take your check-ins. If you don't back the boo, we don't take your check-ins. That's plain old all there is to it. Hopefully you enjoyed Friday Night Fun as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. And remember this. When you sit down to your Easter dinner this coming Sunday, or whenever you have it this weekend, please remember what this holiday is all about and why we celebrate. It's not about the Easter bunny. It's not about the Easter egg. It's about the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead. This is the reason why we celebrate this holiday. So, again, there will be no further business. This is the last call for any stations who want to check the Friday Night Fun Net. Remember, in the region with Rob Traffic, please call K9GCR. Oh, just hold that thought. I got to do my honorary check-ins. Hold the thought on that last call. One moment, please. Oh, boy. You know what? Okay. N9ZO Richard, honorary check-in. K9FEO Justin, HC honorary check-in. K9KZT HC honorary check-in. W9AXD Kevin HC honorary check-in. AC9JZ, HC honorary check-in, and yes, KD9MED, HC honorary check-in. All right. Okay, was there somebody trying to check in? If so, come on back. Okay, these are my honorary check-ins. One of the best guys in the whole world. He doesn't check in every night, but he listens every night. Richard, N9GO in Belvedere. K9FEO, K9KZT, W9KLG, H9JZ, K9EPZ, Al, KD9OVJ, N9WSQ, AH2I, and K9FLO. Total of 34 check-ins overall. Once again, this is the last call for any station who want to check the Friday Night Fun Net. Remember, in the region with drop traffic, please call K9GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw. Once again, when you sit down to your Easter dinner this Sunday, please remember what this holiday is all about and why we celebrate it. Again, it's not about the Easter bunny, it's not about the Easter egg. It's about the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead. That's why we celebrate this holiday. Okay, with that, this concludes the Friday Night Fun Net for this Easter edition of Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, April 18, 2025, with a total of 34 check-ins overall. Sorry about that. Until next Friday, this is tune again next week, same time, same repeater, or another edition of Friday Night Fun Net. Until then, this is Jim, K9GCR. Net control the Friday Night Fun Net. Now closing down this Friday Easter edition of the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, April 18, 2025, and return the repeater to the frequency normal as radio. Use at exactly 9:10 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10:10 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 3 hours, 10 minutes Zulu time, whatever your time preference. 7-3s, everybody. Happy Easter to all, and to all a good night. K9GCR be clear. K9MED, K9MED, K9GCR.
89 MED.
Go ahead and post it, Mike. I have 2 hour, 10 minute net. Unofficial count of 34 check-ins, so make that 35. I got to check in, Doug, K9CNS. Go ahead and post it, Mike. Celebrate, happy Easter, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, Jimmy. Yep, happy Easter.